But if we can decide if we can throw away the recording or not, the important thing is we are on recording. Fe, you did not beat the record of Beverly Fabian.
Yes, sir.
Di ba, Bev?
Hmm.
Beverly Fabian. Bev Fabian.
Hmm.
She scored 8.5.
Magaling siya,
Palis
sir.
ka, Fe. Fe, bakit band?
Sobrang galing nila.
Bakit band 8 ka lang? Hindi ka nag-band 9.
I don't know, sir. Maybe I still have, grammar lapses.
No, I was just teasing you, Fe. Fe, let's go through. So we're interviewing si Fe Flores. Fe Flores took the exam
Yes.
last Sunday, correct?
Sunday, sir. August
Sunday.
28 po. Yes po.
In the end, Fe, we're going through your list of questions. Wait. Let's go to the closed group. Okay. So, Fe, part 1.
Yes.
What were
I think the first part 1, the first question was, can you describe the place where you live?
Fe, what date was Sunday? Was it 20th?
Yes, sir.
No. That was
Yes,
the
sir.
27, 29, 28. 28. Okay. Where did you take your test? Si Fe is from Bulacan. Where did you take it?
Hello, sir.
Where did you take your test?
I took it
Pampanga.
in Quezon City, sir. In Quezon City.
Oh, you did. Okay. The one
MFI
Rodriguez.
Polytechnic College. Near Medical City.
Oh, near
Adjacent to Medical City.
Okay, you took it in an Ortigas. I
That's
see.
also where I took my last test, last IELTS test, last June.
Okay, what was your
2021.
score the last time?
I only scored 6.5 on my speaking test.
Okay. Terrible. Okay. And then now you scored an 8. Right, Faye?
Yes, sir. 8.
Terrible.
Yes, sir. 8 po.
That's a terrible score. You should have scored a 9. Or an 8.5 at least, like Beverly Fabian. Just kidding.
Sir, I don't have, I think I didn't have a lot of vocabulary speaking.
Yeah, your vocabularies were only good enough for an 8. Terrible. Just teasing, Faye. Faye, let's go through your list of questions.
Not like them. They are very, they are very adept or adroit with their.
Oh, adept and adroit. I love it. That was one of the word of the days. Yung adroit na yan, di ba? Adroit.
Okay. I didn't see that, sir.
Oh, you didn't? Okay. Ganyan ka naman. Yeah. It's so easy for us to remember adroit because it reminds us so much of Android. So the Android is adroit.
Yes,
Faye, your examiner was what nationality? We have a band 7.
He is American, sir.
Daisy Verde, band 7. Daisy Green.
American, sir.
American.
Male American.
So we have Daisy, who is band 7. Maybe we should interview all these people right now. And then Joseph Abesamis is band 7.5. Beverly Fabian, we already interviewed her, band 8.5. So Faye, let's begin with your part 1. What was it? What is your name, of course?
I think the first question was yes. What's my name?
Okay. What was the next one?
I think the first one, if I remember, was, can you describe the place where you live?
Okay. The accommodation. It's like a rephrase of the accommodation question,
yes.
Right? Okay. Faye, do you have the app with you?
To be honest, sir, it was expired.
Oh, your app has expired. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I just, read all your reviewer.
You just read the reviewer. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Who did you practice with? You didn't even join the bubbles.
No, I joined twice.
Oh, okay. You're so soplada. Okay.
Because I am an introvert person. I'm quite timid and shy.
Okay. You're like Joseph, who's so timid and shy, scored the 7.5. And then what's the next one, Fe?
If my memory serves me right, I think, which room does your family spend most of the time in? I think that's the one.
Okay.
Mm.
These are in the
And
app, Fe.
yes, I remember that one.
Mhm.
Uh, I listened to the recording of Ma'am Karen Babagan, I think.
Okay.
Mm.
You listen to the recording of Karen Lawagan Band 8.
I think you asked those questions, if
Okay.
I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Mm.
What's the next one?
And what kind of, I think, housing accommodation, I think.
What kind of accommodation do you
Do you
want to
live
live
in?
in?
Like that.
Do you want to live
And
in?
yes, I think so.
Okay.
Um, I think it's about computer. Computer.
Okay. What?
That's most of
Yeah,
the
that's also in the app.
questions.
Yeah. Do you use
Ah,
computers?
I think um do you I think do you think computer have changed your life like that?
That was the first question on computer.
I think so. And what I think what we
Think computers have
usually
changed your life.
uh,
Okay.
what we usually use or utilize computer for.
Mhm. Okay.
I don't remember the other questions, sir.
Have there been changes in
Also
the?
with emails,
I'm sorry.
yes, emails,
Okay.
email. Mhm.
Do you prefer to write letters or
Yeah,
use
I think
emails?
that one, sir.
Okay.
And what are the difference or the disparity of that, sir?
Okay. What are the differences between the two? Okay.
Part two
That's it.
is
That's it
also
for part one.
about invention. Invention,
Okay.
the
That's in the app.
most.
What did you mention?
Yes, part two, I think
Describe an
invention.
invention that changed the world.
I saw your reviewer and I read your review as well. I think I answered mobile phones connected to the internet. Like that's
Okay. Yeah,
mm,
that's what the close groupers usually answer that question with the mobile phone.
yes, sir.
Yeah, connected to the
Mm,
internet. Yeah.
yes,
What
sir.
was the
I answered
follow-up?
that. Um, no, I forgot. The the part three questions were, I think, about invention as well and
Okay, let's go to it.
inventors. Mm-mm. And also about wheels. Wheels.
Wheels. Okay.
Yes,
Faye, I need
wheels.
the questions.
Different transportations.
Go, Faye, I need the questions.
I forget.
Oh, you
I
don't
don't
have
know
it?
if that's question if those questions are in on the app. I don't know.
What was the first one?
About wheels.
That was the
The
first part three
past,
question.
the past and present. Why people I forget.
Oh, Faye, come on, try to remember. Do you think
Past and the present. Why um I don't know. I forgot. I
do
tried to
you
remember.
Oh, Faye, I'm typing the questions down. We gotta send this to the GCs. Can we just like create?
About
Mhm.
wheels. Why do people invented some other types of wheels like that, sir? Uh, Aside
Are these in
from
the
the,
app?
I I don't know, sir.
Aims? Are they in the app? Daisy,
Sir, what was the question? Sorry, I'm eating
it's on
kasi.
inventions.
Yes, sir. Nasa app po.
In wheels.
Ay, wheels. Wala po yung wheels po.
Out of the box. Okay.
I
Nothing
answered,
wheels.
sir, out of the box thinking, and about invention, sir. Why do people invent new things like that? I said because
Why do people
they're out of the box thinking, like that. I answered out of necessity.
Okay. What else? The wheels. What are the wheels about? Do you
Yes,
think
three
the wheel is the
questions
greatest
only.
invention about? Do you think the wheel is the greatest invention? Something like that?
Something like that, sir. About wheels,
You
but
know,
different types of transportation, forms of transport.
what are the different types
Of transports, like that, sir.
of
Wheels. Mm. Forget it.
transportation by wheels?
Yes, sir.
What else?
Um,
What about the
about
wheel being an invention? Was there a question on that? How has the wheel
yes, sir.
changed
I
the
think
world?
why people, they why people in the past invented different types of wheels, like that, sir. If I remember
Oh,
correctly.
why did people in the past invent different
Types of wheels, like that, sir.
You mean transportation vehicles?
Yes, wheels, transportations. He didn't mention about transportations, but he did mention about wheels.
Okay, what a
So
tricky
based on
question.
my understanding,
All
it
right.
it pertained to different types of transportations. Maybe I don't know if
Okay.
that's correct. Hmm.
All right. Must be about transportation because I don't think there
Yes,
are
because
differences
I
to wheels.
answered before. People used to ride on ships, which will
Mhm,
took months or weeks before they would be able to arrive in their destinations. I
mhm.
answered like that.
Okay.
It's out of necessity and like that.
All right. So why do people invent new things? Why did people in the past invent different types of wheels? And what are the different types of transportation by wheels?
Yes, sir.
Is there anything else?
Those. Oh, I think I had.
Fair
I only had three questions, sir. Three questions
for the
on my
part
part
three.
three.
Your examiner
Yes.
was middle age, younger?
I think he is in the mid 50s,
Okay.
or maybe.
American.
Yes, sir. He is an American.
Okay. So lucky you. You're like Karen. She only had 2 questions for part three. And in your case, you only had
I
three
think
questions for
also
part three.
about also computers, sir. Part three. What
Okay.
are
What about
the
computers?
aside from computers, what are the different what are the different types of technology
Hmm.
technologies that are being used in the classroom, I think, or in school.
Okay.
Mhm.
What's the answer to this one? That's part three. Fair.
Yes, yes.
Okay. How did you answer this? Aside from the computer,
I answered cell phones, sir.
mobile
Smart
phones. Yeah.
mobile phones, yes. Now
Okay.
that most students are in remote learning, I think
Mhm.
they utilize mobile phones as their
Okay.
form of like that's their answer.
Are there any
That's it.
more? That's like
Only the
4 questions for part three.
yes, sir. Three or four questions, if I remember correctly.
Okay. Fair. What was the difference between
Yes,
now and
sir.
your past attempt? You scored a 6.4
Uh,
pass. Now you scored an 8.
maybe
What was the
my
difference?
tenses, sir. My tenses.
You mean your past tenses?
Yes, sir. My past tenses, sir.
Were you more nervous in the
As well
past?
as, yes, sir.
Okay. Was that your first attempt in the past?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
I was really nervous.
All right. What? And you took it in the same venue
Yes, sir.
in Ortigas.
Yes. My first exam in last June was a Pilipinas, sir. Pinoy po.
Oh, I see. We're gonna talk about that, Fe. Fe, before you leave,
Yes po.
wait.
Mm.
When are you leaving? Realistically,
Huh?
when are you going to the States?
No, sir. For UK, sir. UK.
You're for the UK.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God.
I'm aiming
Okay,
for the UK, not the US, sir.
I see. What did you score in your writing the last time?
6.5, sir.
As well. Okay.
Yes, sir. I also didn't finish your regimen before.
Okay, but this time you completed the 20. Okay.
Yes, sir. I
So
completed the
Faye, you
20.
burned money the last time. What's wrong with you? I was waiting
Yes,
for
sir.
you and you didn't avail of that. Okay. All right.
Yes, sir.
Faye, I need to ask your part two question. Do you remember for the writing? I mean, task two question for the writing. Do you remember that?
So I research now, huh? I think I saw that one on other
Okay.
wait lang, sir. Wait lang, sir. Some people think that politicians have the greatest influence on the world, while others believe that scientists are more influential.
Okay. All right.
Discuss
Some
both
people think
behavior that
that
politicians
politicians are
have
have
the greatest, yes,
influence in
on the
society,
world,
on the
on
world,
the world.
on the world.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
While others
While
believe the
others think,
scientists
okay,
are more influential. Discuss both views and give your opinion.
it's a crossover fair.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What did you answer?
Um, I on my body one, I answered that politicians they amend or they promulgate or implement
Promulgate.
laws. Yes,
Okay.
promulgate laws, and they have the budget or the revenues to and sir. And
Mhm.
also there are the ones who the people or the citizens are the ones who voted
Vote for
for
them.
them, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Who voted for them, sir.
And then you crossed
So
over.
I cited one example. Okay.
Mhm.
Then on my body too, I answered the scientists. They are the ones who make big breakthroughs like that.
Mhm. Okay.
Breakthroughs and mm, to um to make the world a better place like that.
Yeah. And then how did you proceed from that?
I also had body tree, sir.
Okay. Your body
Um,
tree.
my problem solver. I think I
Yeah.
answered it depends. I don't know, sir. It's
It
not the
depends on
correct
what.
one. It depends on the perspective of the people. I think
What do you mean?
my answer, sir.
Which
I forget,
one?
sir.
Oh, you cannot rewrite your
Uh,
essay, Pe.
I'll try, sir. I'll
Okay.
try. I'll send it to you.
But what were you trying to say? It depends on the perspective of the people. So what does that mean?
Mhm. If So I will try to remember. I forgot.
Okay. You can't rewrite the essay anymore.
I'll try, sir. I'll try to do it. That's a good
Okay.
thing. I'll
Fair.
try to rewrite today.
Did you know that during the time of COVID,
Hmm.
especially in the States,
Yes, sir.
so all these scientists were coming up with all sorts of recommendations for people to wear masks and all the other regulations.
I already
And did you mention
yeah,
that?
I wrote on yes.
Mhm.
I mentioned that they were able to come up with vaccine in just a matter of
Yeah, so finally the vaccine came out, and of
and they
course,
were able to at least
mhm,
flatten the curve. I mentioned
yes,
that.
flatten the curve. Yeah, but there's a lot of people right now and a lot of politicians who are actually espousing not to have the people vaccinated. According to them, it's a violation of their freedom to choose. I think that would have been a good example for that. So who is now the more influential? Is it the politician or the scientist? That's why there are a lot of anti-vaxxers. That's a very good example for that. Yeah. Even up to this day, a lot of people refuse to get themselves vaccinated because they were told by the politicians. There. Anyway, you scored a band 7, so yay. Okay. All right. So, fair. Just a few more questions
Yes,
on this
sir.
speaking test. Let's simulate it. I want to hear what a band 8 sounds like. Okay.
Already nakabahan ako.
Yeah, I want to interview you when you're nervous and not ready. Okay, fair.
Ay, baka sabihin nila, sir.
To your IELTS speaking
Sabihin
test. Baka
nila, sir.
mabash ka. Paano ka mababash? Band 8 ka. Sige nga, try nga nila mag-band 8.
Eh, sir, baka may ano. Hindi ko na alam yung mga ano, sir.
No, don't worry. It's
Vocabularies.
just for fun. We're just having fun. This is not okay. We just
About talk, sir.
sige.
Nagigid na ako.
I-post natin nag-out ka. Okay.
Oh,
Fair, for
nag-out
this
ako ng first time, sir.
for this first part, I just like to ask a few questions about yourself. Let's talk about color. What's your favorite color?
And sir, of course, I would go for the white.
Mhm.
I
Why?
would go for the because white is aesthetically pleasing
Okay.
in the eyes, and it sir.
Go. Wait, I'm typing down the vocabs.
Wala akong vocab, sir.
Go. Dali, Faye, we're wasting time. Go, go, go.
As I mentioned, it's aesthetically pleasing to the eyes, and I usually wear color white because, here in the Philippines, it's quite humid and hot. So, white is the most preferable color, and it's light and airy. Sir, tama ba yun?
Light and airy. Okay. All right. And then, was this the same color that you liked when you were younger?
Of course, when I was young, I would normally love to wear color pink, like any girls. They really love this color.
Okay. What has changed, Faye?
Now I prefer to wear neutral shade like white or what else? I prefer to wear uh, I usually white, and sometimes I would wear also dark shade like black. Usually, the color of my jeans is black.
Oh, I see. So, since you mentioned that, Do you often use colors as basis for the clothes that you wear?
Well, it really depends on the weather. Um, Sometimes, if it's rainy day,
Mm.
I usually wear um, blue just to, um, so hindi ko na alam.
Why?
I usually wear,
Why blue?
it really depends. Sometimes it really depends on my
What's
mood.
up with blue in the rain?
It reminds me of the water, maybe. That's
Mm,
why I really love, wearing color blue. And
okay.
sometimes, as I mentioned a while ago, if it is hot, definitely I would, you know, lean on more on color, light shade,
Okay.
white. Or,
You would lean on light shade.
mm,
Okay.
yes.
And do you think you can tell a person by the colors that they like?
That's a tough question. I sometimes, sometimes there are people who are very bold or provocative. They
Provocative.
tend to mm, they tend to wear uh, yeah they tend to wear clothes that are revealing and showcase their flesh and skin. And also there are people who there are people who are very conservative. So like in conservative countries
Mhm.
who are base their clothes on their religious belief or their religious stance. Like
Okay.
for example, in Saudi Arabia, they are
Yeah.
where women are they must wear this black long gown.
Mhm.
I think it's called tarha,
Okay.
and because and sometimes
So,
it really depends also with the weather. Of course, if
mhm.
you're in a cold country, you tend to layer clothes. You need to layer clothes, and if you're um, living in a humid and hot country, of
Mm.
course you will wear sandals or shorts.
Okay. Faye, you mentioned about women or people who wear bold and provocative, revealing clothing. What do you think about
Yes.
these kinds of people?
For me, maybe because they have a wave-like body, like a model.
A waif-like body.
Wave-
Okay.
Yes, like a model. So they have the the body, so they have
Mhm.
to flaunt it. Hmm.
Okay. I see.
Some people, it's their prerogative or it's their discretion to wear those attires, those revealing attires.
That was in the word of the day, prerogative. Okay. All right. And do you think colors have special meaning in your culture?
Hmm. I haven't thought of that. uh, I think co- uh, I think people, those patriotic, they
Uh-huh.
showcase their patriotism by wearing blue or red and yellow because
Mhm.
those colors are the colors of our flag, the Philippines. So
Mhm.
they show their patriotism by wearing these shades.
Okay.
That's my thought about that.
All right. Okay. Now, I'd like you to talk about the topic. And before you talk, you have 1 minute to put answer. You may write notes if you wish. There's a pen and paper for you to write notes in. Your topic is all about a song or piece of music that you like. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Sir, no.
Hot seat.
Well, I was just simulating what's wrong with you. Come on, go with it. So, eyes up. Remember you
Sir
have to
naman.
answer this.
Wala
Wait,
akong
wait,
maisip,
wait.
sir.
Wait, I'm gonna send it to you on. I'm gonna snip it. I'm gonna send it on your messenger. Come on, give me a 2 minute performance. I want more vocabs. You mentioned already such a ton of vocabs typical of a band. Eight. Wait. So, Faye, proceed to your chat, please. That's the one. Describe a song
Yes,
or
sir.
piece
Wait lang po.
you like. Oh my God, Wanna Bells is coming in. Wanna Bells. Wanna Bells. Wanna Bells. Wanna Bells. Faye, are you ready? Are you getting a piece of paper?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Faye,
sir.
yeah, ditch the paper. We're just gonna talk.
Hello.
Wanna Bells. Joanna Bells.
Yes, sir. How are you, sir?
What's up? What's your score?
What?
Do you have a score already?
Like what scores?
Come on, we're on recording. What's
Oh,
your
sorry.
score?
Oh my God, sir.
What did you
I,
get?
I'll tell you later.
Okay, you're gonna tell me off the record. Okay, wait, we're just finishing up with Fair. Fair, let's go. Let's end this interview. Ready, Fair? 2 minutes. I have my timer ready.
Sir, finish na. Sir,
Okay,
finish na.
ready? 2 minutes.
Ay, sir.
Or,
Ay.
did you see it? It's in your chat.
Sige, sir. Wait lang po.
Come on, just answer the questions. Let's ditch the 1 minute. There, a song or piece of music you like. Ready, Faye? Just mention the national anthem.
Sir, I'll mention a fight song
A fight song. Oh wow, that's so nice. This
by Rachel
is a fight
Latin.
song. What's the
Just pop
next?
up on my head.
I don't need the clues. Sige, Faye, ready?
For the purpose of this conversation, sir, I'd like to describe a song that I've been listening for the past few years, ever since I heard this song. And this song is Fight Song by Rachel Blackburn. Actually, I heard this song when I was in Saudi Arabia last 2014. Since I was a newly hired nurse there, so I was going through something. I was at my lowest point of my life. Then I just scrolled on my Spotify playlist or Spotify recommendation. Then it just this song popped up on my Spotify account. Then I listened to it, and I really the first time I listened to it, I fell in love with the song because of the meaning. It's it's kind of it's kind of uplifted my spirit when I listen to this song. And whenever I'm demotivated or demoralized or dispirited, I would listen to this song. And uh, this song is the message is about it's kind of remind themselves not to give up and still believe in yourself, and still um sorry ko na alam, and still you have to fight for what you believe in. And and um sir, bigyan ka lang, sir.
Time's up. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, Fair, did you download
Yes,
this song
sir.
on your Spotify?
Yes, sir. It's still in my Spotify playlist.
Okay. She makes me want to play that song already. Let's end the interview so I can play that song. This is my fight song. Okay, Faye, we've been talking about a piece, a song or a piece of music that you like, and just a few more questions about it. So first of
Yes,
all,
sir.
what kinds of music are popular with young people in your culture?
Based on my observation, I think the genre of music this adolescent usually listen to is, I think, Korean song, Korean pop song mostly. They really into this, this wave, this Korean wave. They love listening to this song, even though the lyrics are in another language or in Korean. They really, constantly playing this music. I think when it comes to senescent individuals or the elderly, they tend to listen to the 70s or 80s ballad or classic music. I would say.
Okay. And why do you think the Korean wave is so hot among young people?
Yes, yes, sir.
Why is it? What explains it?
Maybe because of not because of the not only the song, but I think it has to do with their choreography, with their dances as well.
Mhm.
That's why they are more people are attracted to this um, to their music, not only because of the music itself, but as well as the dances, the choreography, and also the style of their clothes.
Okay. How has technology affected these kinds of music among the young?
Hmm. Now, I think before the younger generation, they tend to listen to the radio, but now because of this technology,
Mm.
or they can listen to their gadgets or their devices where they can download different music streaming apps what I mentioned, Spotify
Mm.
or Apple Music.
Yeah.
So they tend to listen to they download and listen on their device. They
Right.
usually, I think, the CDs, the compact discs,
Yeah.
are not in trend right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
People are not buying um those compact discs anymore. And
Yeah.
also because of that, the music industries are becoming obsolete.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. And for we were sometimes we're forgetting how convenient that is, right? Just to listen to it on demand,
Yes, sir.
right? Instead of
Yes.
waiting for the song to come
Yes.
up on radio.
Yes, you
Damn.
can post and download those music
Yeah, and listen to it in a
on
loop.
your
Yeah, sometimes the
you can
whole
skip
day.
as well.
Yeah.
You can skip, or you can just pick or select the song that you want, which you wanted to play.
Yeah. And let's talk about traditional music. Is that lost in your culture?
I believe so, sir.
Hmm.
That's
It's
why
the-
right now it's not people, they don't listen to traditional music anymore, and they, because of that, um, they, I think that, or I surmise that they lost their identity.
Mhm.
I think
Do you think this is just part of evolution, or should we be worried about this?
I think it's part of the change,
Mhm.
um, part of the change, because they are not on mainstream media, I would say.
Yeah.
That's why
Mhm.
people tend to forget this traditional music. But I think in the countryside, they're still playing this traditional songs.
Okay.
But I think in the cities or in the metropolis, They don't, they don't embrace their traditional, this traditional music.
Okay.
They tend to forget.
You think this is gonna get
Sir,
lost? Is it this is gonna get lost in time with the passing of the older generation?
it's it's hard to tell, sir.
Hmm.
Maybe I would recommend that this the elderly would still instill the importance of traditional music to the younger generation,
Hmm.
because otherwise it will be lost forever. It would be the demise of the traditional music.
Okay. And finally, Faye, why do you think countries
Yes,
have
sir.
national anthems?
Maybe because of to show patriotism to their own respective country, to show their love for their country.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
I'm not really into this.
I see.
Why this history? I'm not really into
Okay.
history. That's why I don't know. Sorry.
So guys, every time I go through a
Hello, sir.
speaking simulation like this, I type in the relevant vocabularies, idioms,
Wala.
collocations. So she said
Yes, sir.
aesthetically pleasing, humid and hot, light and airy, neutral shade, lean on the light shade, bold and provocative, revealing, flesh and skin, conservative, wave like body. That's so nice. Wave, WAIF. Prerogative and discretion. Patriotic, that came out twice. Popped up. Uplifted my spirits. Demotivated, demoralized, and dispirited. What were you talking about with these three Ds? Okay.
When I'm part to sir. When when
Ah,
I'm
yeah, you
feeling
listen to this music
motivated,
when you
yes,
feel
sir.
demotivated, demoralized, and
Yes, when
dispirited. So
I'm
you
on
listen to this
the low
music
side. Mm-mm.
when you're on the low
Yes,
side
sir.
of.
Of my life, like that's
Okay, I see. You listen to
at the
this music.
lowest point of my life.
I see. Okay, yeah, that's a nice song. In the end, you listen to this music before your exam, Fe?
No, sir.
Okay,
Just pop up.
all right. In the end, adolescent, that's quite common to describe the young generation, the Korean wave. Senescent individuals embrace their traditional traditions, instill to the young generation. Demise, that should have been demise, Fe. Demise. There. The
Demise. Yes, yes,
demise
demise.
of traditional music. Fe, congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Conquered the killer of
Yes,
dreams.
sir.
You have
Yes,
killed
sir.
the killer of
Yes,
dreams.
sir.
She did it with your vocabs.
Thank you,
Fe,
sir.
for your writing, it was just a problem solver. We'll talk about that off recording.
No, sir.
Because guys, you
Yes,
should
sir.
read her
Maybe
essays.
because
Yeah, this girl, she just has the vocabs. It's just all over the essay. I mean, it's like, eating what? Blueberry cream pie, something like that. Hey, hold on, I'll stop the recording from band 6.5 to
okay,
band.
sir. Thank you.
Hold on, Fed, don't leave it. Hold on.